streets, they never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from where niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, married shit, it's how we music, nigga.
Yo, shout it out to everybody in the building. Shout it out to everybody that's going to come in the building. Do me a favor, share this live. This is the one. This is episode 1, y'all. Episode 1. You heard me? Episode 1 of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Y'all heard it right. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Some people might say, yo, what that mean, guys? What does men are from Mars, women are from Venus mean? It means that we totally think totally different, y'all. We totally think different, man. Shout out to my man CB for the artwork. City Boy Floyd, I see you in the building. Shout out to my man CB with the artwork. Can you dig it? Shout out to my man CB with the artwork. And y'all know where I'm from. It ain't nothing else but it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, since we got some good people in the building, let's rock.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? My guy GP Tube, I seen him pop up in the building right before I got into the little commercial break. You dig what I'm saying? A little shout out to my guy CB for putting that stuff together. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to the guys right here, man. These is my brothers. Y'all might have seen it on the gram. Shout out to the one and only Big Demencio. Long live Big Rum. Long live Big Rum. And then most importantly, shout out to my man M. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? If y'all know who this is in this picture, man, the nigga Demencio was really around them big dudes. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Waiter Black. If y'all not familiar with Waiter, go over to No Fucks Given. He got the Cages in the Crossroads book. You can only get it specifically from him. You understand what I'm saying to you? You can only get it from him, straight up and down. Tell him Big Dice sent you. Might get a little discount or something. HR, I see you in the building. I appreciate you for pulling up. I appreciate you. You here. City Boy, you know I see you in the building. Real Brooklyn shit. My man Chief. If y'all can hear me crystal clear before I get into if y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody except a dead body, y'all know the routine. Let me get some dice cubes, y'all. Let me get some dice cubes. Get some dice cubes. You know how we gonna start this. So we need some women to get up in the building. So make sure y'all share this. I need to share this with a couple of people. We need some women to get in the building because this is gonna be an open panel. Dog, you understand me? Open fucking panel. It's gonna be an open panel. Open panel, my you. Somebody have to do it. You know, me? Somebody have to do it. Appreciate you, dog. He said everything is crystal clear on the audio. So let me get to the top right quick. Dog Soldier was the first one to pull up in the building. The last Boy Scouted Dog Soldier, y'all dig. My brother from another mother, Chief Red Hair, Brown Eyes in the building. White Castles, I smell them right now. You dig what I'm saying? City Boy Floyd, official Brooklyn shit. GP, I see you in the building. Appreciate you. City Bama, day one shit before YouTube. If you know, you know. HR, appreciate you for pulling up in the building. Saw you before, but I ain't seen you in a minute. This is where the grown folks hang out, so I gotta fuck with you. I gotta fuck with you. I got a good one for the night. I got a good one. Yeah, they done made me. Look, this is a good one. We're gonna give some women some time to get up in the building. Fellas, I want y'all to put your thoughts together. Get you a little drink, a little sip, cold glass of water, some Kool-Aid, some fruit punch, whatever you into. You dig what I'm saying? It might be some wine. It might be a cognac or something like that. You might want to roll up a nice little cigarette. You might be into some other things. I don't hate you for who you are as long as you know who you are. But this one, we got to talk about. We got the fellas in here. We got some fellas in here so far. But I don't want to be biased about this conversation. I don't want to be biased about this conversation because the word intuition, point guard, I see you in the building. Uh-oh. Cassandra, I see you in the building. He said, the pimple you the Avenue. Not me. It's not I. It is not I. But I am Big Dice, the ruler, been outside, so we was drinking Calvin Coolers. Cassandra, I see you in the building. We're going to let a couple of more of these women get up in here. Because Cassandra, I got something I want to talk about tonight pertaining to the thing that they call women's intuition. But this is the part I don't understand. If the word intuition is in the dictionary, why did it all of a sudden go to women's intuition? Uh-oh. Angie, baby. Is it a building? I want to know about this one, Angie. I want to know about this one, Cassandra. We got open mic. Anybody want to pull up? You don't have to show your face. You got to show me your face before you pull up to let me know that it's you. I mean, that you ain't no Pornhub or nothing like that because we don't be doing that over here because people be calling names. But you can go behind your avatar just like this. I need some great women up on this stage tonight. I need some great brothers up on this stage tonight because I don't want to be biased because I think the whole women's intuition shit is bullshit. Excuse me, did I curse? Bullshit. Forgive me for being so upfront. I think it's bullshit. Oh, you heard me. Wait, what? What you got? You don't. What? You better turn your volume up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, Sheep. You here, ain't you? This is episode 1, y'all. Sheep is in the building. Open panel. Because we're going to have to talk. I don't want to be biased about this conversation because women, I'm not trying to sound funny. Angie, you know that's my baby right there. She said, boo. But that women's intuition, y'all. Yo, Sheep, that women's intuition. Bullshit. Thank you, Angie. You heard she said, join the fam, man. Yo, GP, the women is coming in here, but we got to talk, fellas. We got to talk. We have to talk. Because I'm going to speak for myself in certain situations tonight. Fellas, if you pop up in here, y'all can speak for yourself. Ladies, I want y'all to speak for yourself, your FTC. This might be the time for you to make your grand premiere up on Big Dice Chronicles. Sheep, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. All jokes aside, that's my favorite YouTuber, y'all. When it comes to I ain't gonna get into that, but y'all know how I said it before. NY318, I see you in the building, sis. Appreciate you. It's gonna be a good one, y'all. I mean, some more women in the building because we got some guys in the building, and some guys ain't gonna come on the stage. Some women ain't gonna come on the stage. I'm waiting for my sister 7. I'm waiting for my sister 7 to pop up. I might have to hit her on the direct. I'm waiting for my sister 7 to pop up. And I might have to wait. I might have to wait. For real, like I might have to wait. I might have to wait. I just did it. I might have to wait. Because this one right here is gonna be special. I got to share this to my peoples. I got to share this. I got to share this to my peoples because I got to get this one out. Because ladies, I'm not trying to sound funny, but that intuition shit y'all be talking about, it's not called women's intuition. Queen Gigi, I see you in the building, sis. That's right. We got some sisters. We got Cassandra in the building. We got Angie Baby in the building. If y'all don't know, ENY318, that's also a woman. Shout out to the sis. We got Miss Queen Gigi in the building. That's, we got 4. We got 5. We got the cynical one. She's here. We got some like-minded people in the building because this is what you call a grown folks conversation. This ain't for no children. Nah, this ain't for kids. I want to talk about the word intuition. And I'll drop the link in a second for anybody who want to pull up in here and contest or conclude or add on. Because I got one question I want to ask y'all. Just one question. But you know what? I'm going to ask you the question after I let y'all see this new jockey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, you two usage, y'all. Let's do it. That's my guy.
Came from the bottom, got it out the mud. Buckle for everything, these niggas saw. You want it back, you better buckle up. Yeah, come get back and plug. Ain't right, shoot with my left. I made me dash right. Take your necklace, talk tough, might be your death route. Walk up one in your head, don't shoot pedestrians, put some paranoid. Don't show too many where I live, this ain't a fad, nigga. Bring them niggas to my crib, I bang on them. Bullet your name on it, cook it all down to the oil. You ready, rock on the George Foreman. Green and red is my colors, keep it Gucci. Top tiger, my class, a nigga loopy. Rip Ricardo the pussy, I'm making Lucy. Juicy, rated R, I make a movie. Right, faded nigga like Lil Boosie. All your friends that be dead, better keep your Uzi. And I'm wishing these niggas try me. Days over my head might be a body. I made a call there in my lobby. Came from the bottom, got it out the mud. Looking for everything these niggas saw. You want it back, you better buckle up. Yeah, come get it back in blood. My young boy graduated, he caught a body. We got mob ties, scared niggas like Luca Brosky. My taste buds rich and pain is what I sit. My jewelry came with a stick. I came home to a brick, right? Nigga, and I dish it out in the bricks, right? Yeah, we move birds like Chick-fil-A. Play with the money, be a fish fillet. I light them up like it's Christmas Day. The F is spray, I tear up your back, and then you walk away. Pussy, fingers numb for bagging all these grams. War mask for the COVID land. Bag of dope and shooting niggas that was out of here.
Yo, shout out to Ja. And this is the question I want to ask to the women that's in here tonight. Fellas, if you agree, let me see the dice cubes after I ask this question. To my sisters, you know I love y'all. I don't want no smoke. But it's only one question I want to ask y'all. How come the only time it seems like intuition comes around for a woman is for something negative towards her man?
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here.
Y'all heard me correctly. How come when the word intuition comes up nowadays with a woman, my man Sheep said good one. Respectfully, ladies, how come when the word intuition comes up, it's always when you feel as though we're cheating? Cassandra said not true. You said you want to get down with this YouTube. Drop guard, salute. Excuse me, she heard the call. Seriously. You going in the cage. Drop guard, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. Angie, Cassandra said this isn't true. Cynical one, ENY318. Miss Cassandra said that intuition doesn't take over a lot of you women minds when you're under the assumption that your man may be stepping out on you. Your man may be keeping something from you. Because the word intuition is for both people. The word intuition is for both people. L'Oreal, I see you in the building. Let me ask you something, L'Oreal. You just popped up. Shout out to one of the lovely visionaries over here with SHEEPSTAYSLEEP. Let me ask you something, L'Oreal. When it comes to your intuition, I want you to be honest with me. Does it always click in when something bad is about to happen? Or does it click in periodically? That's a fact. You see what Sheep said? Intuition is not gender specific. Because usually we hear a woman's intuition. Uh-oh. L'Oreal, you better not say that. You better delete that comment. L'Oreal, you my sister, you better delete that comment before I put it up on the stage, because Miss L'Oreal said Nah, because sometimes I'm overreacting over fear. I see why you a visionary. Yo, Sheep, you got one. DMW Shots, I see you. You see what Sheep said? He said, that's why I love her. That's why she's a visionary. Why she comes over here and support us, because L'Oreal and Cassandra is the new Cagney and Lacey / Laverne and Shirley. When Cassandra's put in the building, L'Oreal's in the building. They've been holding each other down. I'm waiting for Harley. Because I want to know the truth. How come, like she said, the intuition can take somebody's mind away from here? Because I don't really be hearing too many niggas going, yo, I got an intuition, she fucking. Yo, son, my intuition told me she's out with a nigga. This how niggas think. Yo, I know you're doing something stupid. You wearing them new underwear? You ain't hear the phone ringing, huh? You out there with them chicks. You told me both of them chicks is promiscuous. That's the word I'm gonna use. Because ladies, don't y'all notice y'all come in and tell the dirt of y'all homegirls? Pay attention. Y'all will come home and pillow talk to us about your homegirls, just like some men will pillow talk to their women about their friends. Let me make sure this is my guy right here. Is this my guy, y'all? No. Is this my guy? Go to channel. That's him. That's him. That's him. That's Party Artie. That's Party Artie, y'all. That's Artist Morrison. Yo, Artist, I'm going to drop the link. The link is dropped for this one. I want to know, ladies. I have one that said it. Miss Cassandra said no. It's not true that only intuition can cloud the judgment of a woman when she is under the assumption or she suspects that her man is doing something wrong. That's him, Sheep. My man Drop Guard said some real smooth shit right there. My grandfather used to tell me that. He said, boy, show me your company and you'll show me who you are. That's why I say certain people that want to be around me and be in my life. See me, that moral compass, some won't understand it. I've had family members, I've had friends tell me, man, you be thinking too much. Why you be acting like don't worry about it? That's none of your business. It is some of my business if I knowingly interact with it, see it, knowing that it's wrong, and don't say something about it, so I stay away from certain shit. BX Indio said, show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are. Now, I want to know something, y'all. Fellas, we got some fellas in the building, too. It's not just about the ladies. Can y'all fellas tell me anytime you had an intuition? Because I done had intuitions. I done been uptown, allegedly. We get off the train and we walking down a block and Sheep, this nigga's pulling up on us in the car talking about, yo, what you need? My intuition tells me it's one or two things gonna happen. You about to get robbed or that's the fucking police. Because if you was going uptown when we was going uptown, we was on first name basis with our people. Shout out to my nigga Powder, allegedly. That's what I mean by a man's intuition. I can see if it's a late night and we leaving a gambling spot. So I'm gonna tell you the difference between the intuition of a man and I need some women to tell me the intuition of a woman, because I'm gonna tell you about our bad intuition. We could be leaving a gambling spot. We can be leaving work late at night. We can watch ourselves. We could be having that feeling like if somebody watching me. Now, if you really was driving, you're supposed to look through that rear view mirror. And if a man take the first three, if the niggas take the same three rights with you. Okay, let me say it one more time. Anybody out here understand what I'm saying? If you driving late night, coming from SIP, and a car makes 3 rights with you. What that mean, y'all? What does that mean, people? Fellas, I want to know if anybody, if you are driving and somebody make 3 rights with you, you make a right, they make a right. You make another right, they make another right. You make another right, they make it. What does that mean, y'all? Drop Guard said, that's a fact. Somebody following you. They on your heels, man. They on your heels. Now that's a man's intuition. Our intuition kicks up when we feel as though we're being conned, we're being scammed or lied to, or we feel as though our life or our family's life is in danger. You see what BXNDO said? He said, if we listen to our gut feeling, trust me, we won't be in predicaments we end up in. Angie, she been outside. She said, yo, that mean they following you, Big Dice. The cynical one says, shaking my head, but I'm definitely not surprised at that. Sheep stay asleep. Stephen Costa says, I just track my lady's vehicle to remove all the uncertainty. Now, let me ask you something, Mr. Stephen Costa. I'm going to kick it with you like you ain't no troll, because there are some people that really feel as though that they should have tracking devices on their spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, children. I know parents that have tracking devices on cars that they bought their kids for a host of reasons. For a host of reasons. We need to find you. You could be in trouble. Your car could break down. Anything can happen as a parent. But Mr. Steve, can you answer, why do you feel as though you have to track? You have to track your woman. SMMGZ, salute, beloved. Yo, SMMGZ, let me ask you something. Women talk about intuition. In the hood, you know, our baby mothers, our women, our wives, you doing something. We just talk and explain. I just explained to y'all intuition that comes from men. We in Harlem. We know who we going to see. It's people following us saying, yo, I got it right here. What you need, Poppy? Yo, Sheep, remember when they used to say this to certain niggas? You ever seen this happen back in the days, SMMGZ? When a nigga say, give me your money and I'll be right back. See, back in the days, up in certain buildings in the Bronx and Dykeman and all that, and Autobahn and all that, the buildings all connect. So you could be standing in one building that connects to every building that comes out on the other side of the block. So when a nigga takes whatever amount of money that you give him, now if you're going uptown with some change, if the nigga say, they used to always, give me your money, I'll be right back. Now, official hustler, or official, that's you, Sheep? Yes, sir. It's a pleasure. Talk to me, brother.
Guys, what up, bro?
It's you, brother. It's you.
What's going on? What's going on?
What doing, man?
Hey, man, he about to be 3 months at the end of this month. So, yeah, man, just maintaining, man. It's a good conversation. I think that first question was a great question, because I think a lot of times what women consider female intuition is insecurity. Because when you sit back and you listen to the accusations, a lot of times that's all it be. And it be accusations that come from things that they're projecting in their mind, things that they think you might be doing, things that they don't know that you're doing because you this type of guy, and oh, he's sneaky because he doesn't tell me everything. You know, all of that stuff is insecurity. It's not intuition. None of it is intuition. It's insecurity.
So do you believe that the woman's intuition, as they snatch the category, is only used commonly, like you said, when it's to accuse under the assumption that they have? Or do you believe that the other intuitions that they have about other things are totally ignored because their interests, like you said, because of certain women with insecurities, certain men with insecurities, they just focus on the negative?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you could tell that I'm cheating, or I'm cheating, then you should know why. And if you know why, 9 times out of 10 it got something to do with you. But they don't express that part. They don't say that part. They don't never say, oh yeah, I think my man cheating on me. But it's because I don't know how to talk to him. See, they never figure out the extra part. That's how you know it's not intuition, it's insecurity. Because if you can't think it all the way through, you only could think it to where the nigga cheating at or where the nigga doing something wrong, but you can't think it all the way through. Okay, he cheating, but why? Why you can't figure that part out? That's insecurity. It's not intuition.
Club Fortune, I'm glad you pulled up. But you know what? This is the main question that I've always had, because I've been in situations where women have said, yo, I just know it. It's something about the way you move. I'm like, what are you talking about? Now, the bug part is, see, when I was into certain things, it was times that things happen in the street, Sheep. Like, for example, I'm coming down Ocean Avenue one day. Me and my man driving. I'm driving my cousin's car. I don't know the car got a cracked tail light. 5 plates in the car, boy. The police pull us over on Nostrand and Foster. It was a key food back then, right by Vanderbilt. Because this is where I was staying at in Front Page, trying to go home. He asked me for license and registration. Get a nigga my license. My man in the car with me, Cal, they said, yo, we need your license too. He pulls his wallet out and he has a PBA card. The detective said, whose card is that? He said, my mother's. The detectives tell me, you got a broken light. You'll get that shit fixed. Get out of here.
I got a homie like that too.
My intuition told me, yo, these niggas about to pull us. They about to pull us. And as God as I said it, shout out to my nigga Barry. I just passed his baby mom's beauty salon. They jumped out on us. But this is the question I always say to women, especially the ones that continue to criticize and accuse without any type of proof. If your intuition is so on point, yo, Sheep, you ready for this? You sitting down? If
yes,
your
sir.
intuition is so on point, ladies, why did you choose us to be your man? If your intuition was so accurate about deceit, betrayal, lying, or cheating, how come your intuition didn't tell you that when you accepted us as your men?
Great
That's
question.
always been a question that I never could get answered. Because if the intuition is so accurate, ladies, you know it's pinpoint accurate. You can't tell you nothing different. You don't have a smidgen of evidence. But like he said, because of insecurities that may have happened before this relationship, well, he's staying outside or he acting funny. Like the day I told y'all when I got pulled over, and went up in my baby mom's crib, she was like, what's wrong with you? I don't want to tell her we just got pulled. My man sitting on the couch. I'm like, yo, what you mean? What's wrong with you? She was like, it's something about you. But y'all about to go check some bitches. She didn't say, yo, did something happen with you? Because at that particular time, I really was into something totally different. She didn't say, yo, did you just get into something? Yo, the police fucking with you? Yo, did something happen on the block? Why did you look like that? All of those questions never came up. So what hurt me to my heart is every day I risked my life back then. You hear me, Sheep? Every day I come outside, I'm risking my life and my freedom. But the only thing that you can feel as though, because you say the energy comes off. Don't get it twisted, ladies. A lot of times you're right. Our energy comes off, but it doesn't have nothing to do with a woman. We can have some upset energy because a nigga we trusted just ran off with some money. And we don't want to talk to you about it because when we express to you, I trusted my man with XYZ, he broke out with it. You're not going to be the supportive counsel that I need because I don't want to go over the level where I'm already at. You're going to be like, I told you that nigga wasn't shit. Now that argument triggers off. But the intuition, it just seemed like I could be wrong. It's always used for negative perception. Because our intuition tells us, yo, that nigga is following you. Get on point. Our intuition tells us if we walk into an establishment and someone is just following us across the room, that might be a reason to pay attention to why they're looking at you, especially if you don't know them. Don't be scared tonight, ladies. The link is dry. Shout out to SHEEPSTAYSLEEP. He is in the building.
You know what's crazy
how
though?
you feel about this? I need somebody to talk to me.
You know what's crazy though, Dice?
Talk to me,
The crazy part is you don't hear men talk that male intuition shit because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna speak for myself. My intuition is off when it comes to women, especially if you my girl already. Like once I make you my woman, my guard is down. So my intuition ain't nothing but good things. Like I project good shit for my woman. I don't sit around and project if my woman in another nigga face, if she got a work bay, and I don't think about none of that. Cause once I make you mine, I feel like I made a great decision. So I stand on that. So whatever come with it, it come with it. I don't do all that intuition shit. Oh, well, you must like the guy at work who delivers your fruit to your desk and all that dumb shit. I don't do that. There may be guys who do it, but I don't do it because I'm confident in the decision I make when I pick you and make you my woman. Once I make you my woman, all that intuition and what you doing and why it took you 30 minutes to go to the gas station shit, I ain't with all that, man. Because guess what? I'm the type of person, I go with vibes. That's where my intuition lies. When I'm around you, I'ma know you doing something other than me. Because you're gonna move that way. I'm not sitting around projecting negativity. No, when I come around you and the vibe is not the same and you off when it comes to certain things, then I'ma know, okay, either she feels some type of way right now or some other nigga around. But all of that waking up in the middle of the night, lying, oh, I just had a dream you was with another man and it felt real and all that bullshit, I ain't with it.
Yo, I've been through that.
I ain't with it though.
That is really sad. And
I
I
ain't with
went through that. When I was younger, my son, mother, I went through that with my son, mother. Facts. Raj Will, salute. I see you in the building. Club Fortune said the same. That line of thinking is too exhausting for my taste. So you know what? That's a great point that both you brothers just made up. Sheep said he does not, now pay attention to what he said, ladies. He does not waste his time projecting anything negative about y'all, about his woman, the one he chose for himself, his queen. But I see that when it comes to some women, the admiration and respect you had for us when you first got with us, the confidence that you had in us, the faith that you had in us, is thrown out the window because of a feeling. But the feeling is not backed up with concrete evidence. But the feeling that you're having is totally overwhelmed your thinking. Everything I say is misconstrued. Everything that I'm receiving from you now is with a distance, because in the back of your mind, I've done something against you. What happened to the faith that we had when we first met each other? When I You might have called my phone and I missed the phone call. And in your mind, in your heart, that's my man. I know he wasn't doing nothing. He probably was taking care of something. He gonna call me when he see the missed call, as opposed to when we're involved with each other and we're in relationship now for years. You are me, I am you. I miss your phone call. What you was with some bitch? Why you ain't answer the phone? Where did the faith go in me?
Great question.
And it bugs me out, Sheep, because I noticed that, and this is from experience. This ain't from no watching on TV shit. Once a woman puts in her mind, it's to the extreme where she has to leave, she's gone. With no conversation, with no diplomacy. I noticed that women hold court in their head with their own jury, with their own judge, with their own stenographer, and with their own prosecutor. Without one conversation with who you call your man. Chip Low, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. Yo, drop your link, Chip. Make sure y'all get over there. I done shared the man lives. I'm talking about Sheep. Free game he give it.
Okay.
When it coming to that YouTube, straight up content, you understand? Yo, Chip, we talking about intuition tonight, man. We talking about it's our men, us as men. I done gave ample examples. We go uptown. Yo, let me hold your money and I'll be right back. Our intuition tell us this nigga playing with us. Nah, we know who we going to see. If we driving in a car, coming from a gambling spot, coming from work, coming from anywhere, and a person seems suspicious behind us, and we tell ourselves, break a right, and they take that right. Break a right, take that right. Break a right, take that right. Automatically, we know we're being followed. How come it seems like the intuition of a man is for protection for him and his family? But in my opinion, excuse me, with some ladies, the intuition for a woman is a destruction and a separation key for mankind with women today.
Because a lot of women don't understand their nature and their power as women. They don't know that they actually have that destructive energy. And that destructive energy lies within their feelings. And that they can't justify.
Appreciate you, Chip.
Just like a man could destroy something with his words. When we get in our feelings and we don't know what to say. So when they get in their feelings, they don't know what to do. And women have pride just like men. A lot of these women are not going to say, babe, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Some women will be like, because some women was raised this way. You better figure it out. Some women was raised like that. So it's not, so their first instinct isn't to lean on us, Dice. The women back in the day, they get a goddamn headache. Babe, I got a headache. Can you lay me down? We miss them days, ladies. Like and I could understand why I got like this too. Because again, a lot of men was going around destroying a lot of women, not understanding. That's something I had to learn personally, Dice.
Me too.
That my voice and my words are very impactful on a woman's life. Whew. And I could build a woman up with my words and I could destroy her. And I'm not talking about just destroy her in a moment. I'm talking about destroy her for life. Because she'll be hearing the shit I said to her 10 years ago, 10 years from now. So I had to understand my power as a man. And I had to learn how to use discretion when it comes to women in that way. Because I know where I could go. You know, so I think a lot of times, like you made a great point when you said our tuition is about protecting.
That's right.
And their intuition is about protecting too, but it's about just protecting them. It's not about protecting the unit because they weren't designed to do that. We were.
You know what? I got a question for you. I asked this question the other night. You wasn't here. I want to hear your answer on this question. L'Oreal said it's a nasty survival mode.
Facts.
It's all about control.
Facts.
Harley, I'm glad you in the building, sis. Because we talking about intuition. I got a question for you, Sheep. I'd love to hear your input on this. How come us as men were always taught how to treat women, but not what to expect from them? But all women were taught what to expect from men, but not how to treat us.
It's a good question. I'm gonna say, speaking on, guys like us, we grew up in poverty. So growing up in poverty, the men that raised us, they taught us that the proof of your manhood is who you could take care of. And the first people we was always told to take care of was our mothers.
That's right.
The women. You go out and you work for them. Nigga, if you gotta not eat tonight, then they better eat, type shit. Like my grandfather used to tell me since I was a little boy, don't ever go in a house with no money, even if you got a quarter in your pocket. Because a man is never supposed to walk around with no money, because somebody may need that quarter from him. And a lot of times, he was referring to a woman. So, that's how a lot of us was raised. And the women were just expected to do what they were supposed to do in the household. And as far as keeping us as a family. But when it came to financing and furnishing things and making sure certain shit was in order, we were taught that was our job. And it was mommy job to keep the family together and to keep us alive, what they feed us, how they take care of us and things like that. So that's why I say that, because a lot of us come from impoverished families. I think when you look at women who come from, or even men who come from a more of a wealthier background, their mentality is different.
Totally
They look at men and women on an equal playing field because they grew up seeing that. Our aspects of things are a little different. So that's why I think a lot of women, and then now that's even just promoted in the culture. The culture also promotes that, the whole tricking thing, the whole, expect the most from a man but do the least. That's the culture. That the culture tells women to be that way. The most you giving up is your body.
The most precious thing you got.
But that's the least thing they think about as the most important thing. And that's just how we were socialized in the hood, in messed up situations,
That was a great conversation, man. I be actually trying to think sometimes, because like I said, the word intuition, I've noticed, not just in my life at certain times, that the word that was taken over, that's like he said, it wasn't gender specific. It wasn't supposed to be male's intuition.
Right.
It wasn't supposed to be female's intuition. It just seemed like it was continuously used for drama. For drama, for disruption in the house, just to destroy, because it's gonna fuck up your peace. If you're coming home and somebody is telling you something, now don't get it twisted. Like Ross said, he said, unfortunately, it was times where we didn't know how to treat the women that cared about us. And then they done spoke to their cousins, and then they got cousins and mothers and aunts and all that spoke to their family members and all that. And there's certain things, like he said, that's so impactful that women have went through, just like men have went through, that can really, really destroy them just gradually growing into loving somebody. The first thing they're going to think about is, damn, this nigga act just like this nigga. And he is in the street just like that nigga. So what comes with that last relationship, now the new guy got to embark on, and he don't even know nothing about it. He could be spit image the same, tell you the truth. But unfortunately, a lot of times Men and women, not just women, because people don't look at that. Men, we carry luggage also. We just carry knapsacks.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They say women carry baggage from their relationships. Trust me, if you're official, you got a little knapsack or two, a little traveling bag that may spark the minute something of a similarity, the slightest similarity. See, you know what? With women, they don't get it. Y'all talk about it, but y'all don't get it. The most detriment thing that you can do to us is show us that you're not loyal. I mean, I don't know what it is for women, but if you're not loyal to us, man, if your loyalty is not on me, something else, the slightest distraction has you against from what me and you got, it's very, very heartbreaking, man. Word up. Because loyalty brings a lot of respect.
They don't understand loyalty, Dice. Most women don't understand loyalty.
Respect.
Most women understand self-preservation, not loyalty. Oof. They understand that I gotta make sure I'm always good. So nigga, you better make sure you always good. And a lot of men don't understand that shit, but we better start understanding it.
What do you think brought that up? Because I had a conversation with a gentleman at the job, and he was talking about a couple of the young ladies at the job, and he said, clear out of his mouth. He's from Haitian descent. He's been here, he was born here, but he's from Haitian descent. He was like, yo, they're supposed to be home. He said they're supposed to be home. And he sounded like a pimp because he said, unfortunately, when some women get money, it goes to your head. For real. Because some men feel as though that they're just going to give you just what you need. That's a sucker. Mine's is yours. Yours is mine. Let's put it together. Certain breakdowns you're not going to see because that's street shit. But it's not going to be a limit on what I'm going to do for mines. I don't know about the next niggas. I'm talking about mines. But I don't really see that reciprocated nowadays. Now, back in the days, I saw that. It seemed like a lot of the women, unfortunately, today, and I got to respect them too, because instead of y'all just sitting back saying, well, I'm going to wait for him to bring this home. I'm going to wait for him to bring this amount of money to the house for me and the kids. Y'all are taking it upon yourself because there's so much opportunity and employment out here now for women because equal opportunity is out there. But I heard something the other day on the radio going to work. Lady called in, Starlet Charlemagne. He said, what's your topic? She said, I want to ask you something. He said, what's that? She said, my husband works 48 to 50 hours a week. She said, I work 38, sometimes 40, 45 hours a week. And he expects me to come home and cook. Should I be upset with him or should he be upset with me because I am not cooking? That was some deep shit. Now pay attention. The reason why I brought that up. Tanja, I see you in the building. Dog Soldier said, a woman is supposed to submit to her man. That's the word of God. But this is the way I look at it. If we think about everything that is supposed to be for society when it comes to your personal way of growth, how could you ever live? Because it seems like intuition is flamed by conversation with other women that have been through their problems, and they sit up and so-called, like my cousins and them do, exchange notes. Mm-hmm. But pay attention. Now, the women, like I said, they don't have to sit in the house no more and say, well, when this nigga come home Friday, I wonder how much money he gonna give me. They're going to work. They're getting salaries. They're getting $20, $22, $25, et cetera, especially when it comes to nursing and healthcare. Home attendant business right now is booming down here in the South. But it seems like with the money, because it seems like the money that they make takes away from the yearn to need from their man. I don't need a nigga to do the shit. I can do the shit for myself. It just seemed like, and I may sound crazy for saying this, equal opportunity employment, I think, was devised to separate us. Because when we was raised, like Sheep said, a lot of times our mothers did have certain jobs. My grandmother, before she was a nurse, she was a maid. A lot of family members we had were maids, took care of people, you know what I'm saying? Babysitters and stuff like that. That was the hustle when we was coming up. The people that was retired, or some of the people that didn't have jobs, that was of older descent, and their family members trust and watch people grow. Well, I'm gonna let Miss Betsy watch them babies. Mm-hmm. That's a different income as opposed to a woman getting $40 an hour. The attitude that comes with the income, it seems like it decreases, like I said, the yearn to even respect the man. Because think about it. Some women, not all, their mothers told them, if he's not doing everything for you, don't respect him. So now, pay attention. The job of the man is at a leisure now. Well, you can do what you want to do because I got my own money. Like, that's the conversation now. Well, if you want to put something in the house, because this is my house, you ain't obligated to do nothing here. I don't think that that would have been there if the finances weren't there. It just seems like with some people, men and women, without money, they're more pleasant. But with money, they become very nasty and vindictive just because they have money. And that's very dangerous, man. Tanja, I see you in the building.
I think that's
Kevin,
because,
I see you.
I think that's because what happens is a lot of women don't understand that you have a role to play in every environment you're in. So just like you have roles and responsibilities at work for your position at work, you have a role and a position and responsibilities. You have roles and responsibilities for your position at home.
That's right.
And I think what happens is, and men do it too, we intertwine the two. We start thinking one is worth more than the other. We start thinking it's synonymous. Who you are at work is who you're not at home. You're a mother when you're at home. Mm. So you're supposed to act like one. Mm. You ain't supposed to go to work and act like people mother. See what I'm saying?
Work, act like people women or wives. That's a fact.
Right. Or act like your position. You behave according to the environment and in your position that you hold within that environment. But you hold different positions in different environments. So you have to be in your correct role in that environment. So you don't come home and act like you the goddamn supervisor in your house. Mm. You a supervisor at work. You mommy at home. You a wife at home. Mm. You a spouse at home. You not the supervisor. You not Mrs. Davis at home. You somebody wife at home. You somebody mama at home. And I think what happens is people get that mixed up because you start thinking you the same person. No, you're not. You are who you are at work. You are who you are at home. You're never supposed to make them two the same people. And the same shit go for men. You run the office with an iron fist. You ain't supposed to run your household with an iron fist.
That's deep.
See, bro, what I mean? You don't treat how you handle business with when it comes to finances and things like that, the way you will handle business with your family. You don't have the same tone and certain things that you have with strangers that you have with your family. Mm. And I think if people was to understand that on both sides, men and women, it would be a lot less confusion. It'd be a lot less drama. Because at the end of the day, if you understand your role at home as a man or a woman, then no one should ever feel slighted. No one should ever feel taken advantage of. Nobody should ever feel like they're not being heard. Usually when those things happen, it's because people are out of their roles. People not playing their position effectively.
Hold on, talk. I want to stop right there. I want you to continue, elaborate, because I understand. And I know our minds are so much similar, but to the women in the chat, shout out to Rose Gold, to the men that's in the chat, like Club Fortune said, keep cooking. Let me ask you something, bro. What do you mean by the roles? Because check this out. I understand. I understand what you mean. But that conversation right there has ignited so many arguments between men and women because unfortunately, like you just said, our tone and our demeanor sometimes when we're standing adamantly may come across too aggressive. But men have this, I've said it, it's because you don't know your role. Talk to me about what you feel. Be a little deep. Elaborate on that, about the role and the structure of man and woman. Talk to me about that, bro, because I know I want to hear it. I want to hear this.
Okay, well, let's take it, down a couple of levels. Everything around you works synonymously. Let's look at your apartment or wherever you live. Everything in your apartment, every appliance has a role. A light bulb is for you to turn a light on. That's the role of it. The responsibility of the bulb is to protect you from direct light, but it's to also give you light. So that's the responsibilities. But the role of it is to shine light in your house. So there's a role a man plays. There's a role women play in every different environment. The environment that you play in your house, right? The role you play in your house, the role you play in your house is not the same role you play at work. Why? Because you hold two separate positions. You're two different people. You see? So you may be a CEO at work, but you daddy at home. So does daddy act like the CEO at work? No, that's not right and exact. And if you are behaving that way, then I can understand why your household is in a mess. I can understand why your wife is not happy and she feels like you're ignoring her. I can understand why your children are scared of you and think they can't come and talk to you. Because you're a CEO in your house. Nigga, you a CEO at work. You talk to them like that. You don't talk to your wife and your kids like that. You see what I mean? And it goes that way for women. Whatever position you hold at work, you act and behave accordingly in that environment. You don't come home and bring that same behavior with you home because that's the wrong environment. And if you bring the wrong attitude and moods and behaviors into the wrong environment, that can cause what? Conflict. Because if my wife is coming home from work, right? The first thing I want to do is make sure she's okay. I want to check on her. I want to make sure she all right. Babe, what happened today? You okay? So if you coming in with this standoffish attitude and hold up, you must think you still at work. You did you need to do some overtime today? Because it seemed like you must still want to be at work. Because I ain't that nigga at the copy machine. You forgetting who you talking to? You talking to your husband. You ain't talking to the nigga at the goddamn soda machine. See, and that can cause conflict. Same shit for men. You so used to screaming at niggas at work, you coming in the house screaming at your family. And they looking like, damn, what we do? We just happy to see you home, Dad. What's wrong? It's because you don't understand that you're playing a different role in every environment. You're not the same person. LeBron James on a basketball court is not LeBron James, the father, at home with his daughters.
That's right.
They're not supposed to be the same guy. Why? Because you're playing two different roles. You see? And that's and this is all things dealing with a personality. See, some people got personality disorders. So they don't know how to adjust. Because this is all dealing with personality. Some people have personality disorders where they think they got to be the same person all the time. And they call that standing on business. No, that's standing on ignorance and childishness. And you're going to hurt people more than you help people with that mentality. So you're going to be more of a detriment than an encouragement in your household. So that's the importance of understanding your role. Because again, you also have to teach this to your children. Your children have to understand their role as a child. Your role as a child is to listen, do what your parents tell you. That's their role as a child. You see?
Right.
That's their role. So, everybody has a role. We got to stop taking that shit so personal and understand the significance of it and how deep it can actually go. Because again, you're a different person in every different environment that you're in. You're supposed to be, because you're supposed to be able to adapt to your environment. So you're not supposed to be the same person you are at work that you are at home. And I think if we was to look at it from that standpoint and take the money part off the table, and because what the money part does is the money part blows the person head up into thinking that they're justified in behaving that way. You see what I mean? There's never a justification for you lacking in parenting because you work. Because working just maintains your child.
That's right.
That's not raising your child. So you still have to spend time with them, all of those things. So you can't say, because I do this, I can now neglect my duty in my home as a mom or a dad because I make this amount of money. Because then you will have a TI situation where his son is out in public disrespecting him because he never spent no time with him. He didn't raise him. Yeah, the lights was on. Yeah, he wore nice clothes. Yeah, he ate every day. But did you raise him? Did you ever tell him you loved him? Did you show him you loved him? See, they don't you see what I mean? There's two different roles. You TI the rapper, you're TI the businessman, you're Clifford the dad.
That's right.
When are we gonna get Clifford? This is what his kids want. His kids don't want TI. That's the nigga at work all the time that never come to my football games. That never come to my workouts. That never came to a school play. That's TI. I want Clifford. I want my dad.
That's right.
I want my dad. Where's my dad? You see what I mean? And if we was to understand that part, man, a lot of this foolishness, because that's what I think it is just foolishness. It could easily be worked out if we just took ourselves and our roles more serious. If you take your role at work serious, you should take your role at home serious.
That's right.
Because you still have to be that. You still have to be there and be that person. Yeah, I got to get up and go to work in the morning, But yeah, I still got to be dad too. I still got to be a husband too.
But you said something. You said something that was very important. Only if the finances are taken out. Now check what I mean by this. Whomever in certain relationship makes the most money, sometimes deemed to feel the most dominant or the most responsibilities. Even though it could be about a mere smidgen, male or female. But the role genders I'm noticing right now, because of finances, are changing, because a bunch of niggas, like I said, niggers, not black men, bunch of niggas ain't doing shit. It's the women. I witness it every day. I witness women busting their ass every day. Some doing repetitious work every day. And then they man to be in the crib. But you better call them at lunchtime. Women running around at lunchtime, FaceTime and all this shit. This corny nigga sitting in the crib all day just making sure that he talks to her while she's on her lunch break. Now, let me tell you the mindset of a nigga. I'm not talking about a black man. I'm not talking about a white man. I'm not talking about a man. I'm talking about a nigger, because that has nothing to do with skin color. Niggas think that if you on the phone with your chick for an hour out of the day, out of an 8-hour day, that you have stopped her from dealing with somebody else. Whew. It's the women that are going to work today that are complaining about the men that they've chose to have children with. Some of the men that they choose to marry that aren't contributing anything to the relationship. Some say, particularly finances, but some say, like you said, they don't even know how to be a husband. They don't even know how to be a boyfriend. They don't know how to be a father. They don't know how to be a companion. They don't know how to be a support system. They don't know how to keep the crib clean. Like you said, the genders are changing nowadays. If you wouldn't have said that, that's one of the most powerful things you said tonight, bro. Without the finances, ladies, now pay attention to this. Without the finances, I did a show on this before. Do you still respect your man as head of the household? Because some women say, fuck that, I make more money than that nigga. He should be listening to me. I call them control freaks. Talk, brother.
I just call that pure dumb. That's just dumb. Because if that's the case, right? All right, let's say that that's the case, right? So let some niggas run up in the house. You go grab the AK.
Ooh.
I'm gonna follow your lead, since I need to listen to you. If some niggas run up in this house, you better die first. Since you run shit, since the finances is the determining factor of who run the household, if some niggas run up in here, you better jump up first. If not, shut that dumb shit up, because it's stupid.
And I totally agree. Shout out to the sister ENY318. She said, yeah, these are straight jewels right here, y'all. Like I said, man, certain things has destroyed us, y'all. Shout out to DS1ROSSDABOSS. Like I tell y'all, favorite YouTube content creator. Been saying it. I'm so honored that he pulled up here, especially, like I said, certain conversations some people just not ready to have. I'm not really looking for the crazy stuff, because that word intuition has affected my life at a time or another, friends that I've known lives at a time or another. I watched my mother accuse my father of some things. Now, that time when she was accusing him, he wasn't doing a damn thing. But when she stopped accusing his ass, that's when all hell broke loose. But her intuition kept telling her, you're doing something. I think people fail to realize the power of words. Words that are spelled, like a word, W-O-R-D, word spellings. I believe it's just like with a man. If a woman keeps saying, well, you know you're going to do something, you know you're doing something, my heart just keeps telling me, sometimes you will talk something into existence because of the way that you're treating your man, because you assume that he's doing something. It's not going to be the same love and faith Hey, how you doing? What you want to eat? Kissing you, running around half naked type shit. You running around looking like my grandfather now. You looking like my grandfather after he had cataract surgery. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Your tone and your demeanor is off. Why you over here? Where did the faith go, man? That's a fact. She said, now check this out. She said, sometimes when you keep accusing a man, he'll feel like I might as well do it. I'm being accused. Now, you want to hear something funny? I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty. Because, ladies, let me tell you what you put in the heart and the mind of somebody that's in love with you. If you keep telling me what I'm doing, it's either one or two things you're trying to tell me. You fucking somebody else or you're about to leave. Every example that I've gave you that contradicts everything that you have said to me. Well, you was at many times I was at. Remember, I was with you. We was at a funeral. Everything that you said on a respectable note has been combined. It should not be overlooked. Straight, accurate facts, but in your mind, there's the slightest advantage. Like I said, you hold court in your head without even logically speaking to the person that you're prosecuting because of intuition. OG Blue, I appreciate you, beloved. He says, salute to my bro. Good show, OG Blue in the building. Hit that like button. I appreciate that super chat, beloved. Appreciate you. Like facts of life. Intuition for men, it seems like he agreed. A bunch of the guys agreed it's for protection. But when it comes to intuition for women, it's for some type of reason that you feel as though something is off with us. I'm going to give y'all a second. We're going to go into a quick little break. Shout out to my guy, Way to Black. We got DS1ROSSDABOSS in the building. Let's go.
Pretty little baby. 107 heavy it is. You know when it goes down. 16. The Quando. Wait on. I told my alibi. Yeah. In the big and the dad. Life is hard, y'all. I mean, for my big one. All night in the big and I ain't never cry. Elvira, nigga. I wish when I called that I had to die. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They said they love me, but they really hate it. Me in the streets had a conversation. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They said they love me, but they really hate it. Me in the streets had a conversation. I got a ball and went and found a block. God gave me a pill, Satan gave me a Glock. I met her once, she gave me the top. Of your life, you want it or not. Being broke was the motivation. Go through all the pain and the couldn't make. I chose Satan, suck a dick, I went and lost my faith in it. I was told if you want it, then go and take it. I got seeds worth the mind to I got enemies, in other words, obstacles. Gotta bleed, Glock 9, a real, so the nigga need. I was sitting in the bin crying on my knees. I sat down and had a drink with me. I was thinking if my mama do, she think of me. My mama told me see my daddy when she look at me. Even though I love my aunt, I turned it to a speed. My nightmares, they turn into a dream. My money thoughts turn into a scheme. And think that life's a game. And the shooting got no pain. I popped the bean and then I left the earth. And I had a gun, he kept it in his purse. My youngin' shot that, put him in a verse. I'm a rider, Meritance on a black hearse. White man don't understand that being black hurts. Mama crying on the steps in front of a church. Dripping is solidified. Yeah, I see my brother die. Little wanna slide. They ready for the homicide. Said, Lord, take the pain away. My gun sing a lullaby. Ran from parole, I had to hustle, I ain't never hide. Tripping in the league and I was tweaking, I ain't never cried. Real multiplied, we don't never die. 100 grand flat in the streets, I had you dead. 100 round jump, big choppy, I'll be head. You used to get beside me, signs couldn't find me, see. We was in the trenches and the just living grimy, yeah. Getting too much money up the hill, they tried to line me. Dominican, she freaky, give me toppy in the lobby. Yeah, you pushing Boy, you swiping cards. Yeah, I spin the block like I spin the yard. Yeah, you stay inside or you catch a charge. Yeah, my nigga pray to God because they life is hard. My niggas in the Bing wishing they was home. Been there, done that. You are not alone. Me in the streets, we had a conversations. Being broke was the motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets, had a conversations. Me in the streets, we had.
Yo, shout out to my guy, Way to Black. Make sure y'all cop that book, man. OG Bobby Johnson, I see you in the building, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up for this great bill. We got DS1 Ross in the fucking building. We ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time. I'm gonna let my man end it out because I think this is a great show. Share this live. Shout out to Artist Morrison. He said, yo, if me and Ross was to ever do any type of broadcast together, it would be epic from beginning to end. I'm honored that he pulled up. He don't even really play with people platforms like that. Grown folks conversation. Everybody that's in there, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to OG Blue. Shout out to Angie, baby. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Ross. Everybody that's continuing to hold me down. But ladies, the next time the word intuition comes up pertaining to y'all, just think about this conversation that we had tonight. Think about it. If you're having this conversation with your man, it might be combative, screaming, hollering. Nah, just go back to this show right here and think about certain points that we spoke about. How the intuition of a man, it seemed like it's all formulated around our protection and our safety. But when it comes to the intuition of the women, it always seems like it's about something that's going wrong. If you don't pay attention enough, what I'm saying, ladies, if the intuition that you had when you met your man changes because of problems, you got to do some soul searching. Because fellas, when we choose women, we gonna ride with y'all. Some of us gonna ride if we find out you fucking. It's just a certain loyalty in our heart. You know, certain dudes go through things because we was raised and we saw our parents cheat on each other. This is just straight up facts. This is just straight up facts. Some dudes don't want to admit certain things when it comes to really loving somebody. But when women feel as though that it's time to leave or get away from a situation, at least have the conversation with the person you're getting away from or you're feeling distant to instead of just prosecuting that man in his head, man. Tell him something good before we get up out of here, Ross. Man. Tell him where to get you at and talk to me how you feel about this show, man. I appreciate you again, man.
Hey, man. Salute, man. It's an honor. You know, definitely had to get one in, man, for sure. Definitely won't be the last. But shout out to the whole team Guardian. Salute to the whole chat. Shout out to everyone that came through. If you are from my platform, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my man Big Dice. Make sure you subscribe to my man Big Dice, man. This is family. You know, this was a great show, great conversation. And I'm glad me and you was just able to build and go back and forth because it would have kind of created a little, you know, a little static if we had tried to incorporate the whole co-ed thing. You know, I think sometimes, man, I think sometimes women just need to sit back and just listen to, you know, two intellectual brothers just speak to one another about them. You know, sometimes they just need to sit back and listen. They don't always need to be up and gotta chime in and nah. So this was a great show. Again, make sure y'all subscribe to my man Big Dice. Y'all can find me at Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm live 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube. Y'all could check me out. That's Sheep Stay Sleep TV. One word, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm DS1 Ross. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the whole dirty sector and everybody I support in the dirty sector, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. I definitely be entertained, man. But Dice, you one of the platforms in the sector that I listen to for more of advice and spirituality and shit like that, man. But Shout out to the whole dirty sector. Y'all keep doing y'all thing and entertaining, man. I be in the clouds and I be enjoying myself, man. Honestly. So salute to everybody.
We created over here, man. Grown, there's nothing wrong with being an adult. Simple and plain, man. There's nothing wrong with being an adult. There's nothing wrong with vulnerability.
Absolutely.
Too much held inside to make a person explode. See what it do to a pressure cook pot. Make sure y'all get over to DS1Ross, the boss. I appreciate you, bro, for pulling up. Everybody in here, God got a plan for them. Let's shout it out again with Way to Black. Let's rock out, y'all. Salute.
God got a plan for me. 128 for me. 128. I know God got a plan for me. I done prayed for me. I done prayed. The motherfuckers wasn't listening. God got a plan for me. No. I understand. I just stopped praying. I just stopped praying. I got a gun. Pray. I will sing His praise. I know He's the greatest. He gave us this power. Yeah. Yo, where the bottle at? Right, pass that shit, man. God got a plan for me. He got a plan for me? Yes, He does. I know God. Yeah. I know God got a plan. Let me tell you something.
I done seen a lot of shit. I done sold a lot of drugs. I done lost a lot of crips. All I thought about was getting rich. I bought 100 grams and got a stick. If this is God plan, He done fucked up. I'm from the jungle where you pray if you ain't tough enough. I be back to grip, and then I called this bluff. I ain't saying that was tough, I just ain't give a fuck. Dark Knight's big gun, I'm like, give it up. Buddy, he was claiming crip, guess he wasn't crip enough. Not jam, mines didn't, guess he wasn't quick enough. Told me he was playing tough, niggas had to pick him up. I put your shooters in a box, I ain't a boxer, I keep a knocker. I pop a bean and I go bonkers. God's plan made my mama give me up. Sometimes I wonder why my mama ain't give a fuck.
God got a plan for me. I know God got to the point where I don't even like this Chris shit no more, man. I ain't all this shit no more. God got a plan for me. First, it ain't no shit, no. It ain't no love. It's only Jackson Peace Border. I will His praise. That's it. I know He's the greatest. I know all my fallen, man. Rest in peace to me. Rest in peace, my way. Yo. God got a plan. Got my niggas in cages like fucking animals, man. Yes, He does. God got a plan. Free my orders.
Red pill, blue pill, so hard to give it up. I'll be in the box until I die before I give you up. God's plan turned my people into slaves. My whole housewife, they put me in a cage. I done sniffed so much coke, I can't give it up. I done drank too much lean, I can't give it up. I done fucked all that pussy, I can give it up. I chase money every day, I never give it up.
Free my streets. Free Psych Bite. You've been there a long time, guys. I'm free. I watch family. Free eternal family. And I watch strangers. Love me more.
6 niggas, 6 minutes. I'm in the shit until the shit finish. Big crip, new whip, you see the rim spinning. My team spinning, my little cousin Big Bremen. Yeah, mad that I'm a G and my wrist slitty. Play me next pick, I might have your bitch with me. I was told never snitch, shit'll follow me. Niggas switch up, pop shit and give apologies. Perky at the perky, thick bitch sit on top of me. Birdie at the birdie on the block, this monopoly. I'll pull his birdie in the desert, niggas flock at me. Honey pack, Henny bitch, trust me, ain't no stopping me. I got dreams of dead people on top of me. Shoot mine, shoot two of yours, that's philosophy. Little nigga, big chain, riding in a stocky V. Box like Apollo, motherfucker, ain't no rocking me.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? spots, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up